Hello BookTube, Sarah here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with part 1 of my July 2017 book haul. I have bought probably over 30 books since my last book haul 2 weeks ago. No joke. I was sitting down to put everything together to do this video and to list everything, and I'm like, oh good lord, there are a lot of books. I actually cut it off at 20. And then I realized I had 4 physical books that I wanted to show too, so I'm going to show you those. Now, in an effort to try and not make this video super duper long, I am not going to get into too much about what all these books are about. As always, I will leave links to every book in the down bar below, so you guys can go and click on them and read to see if you're interested in reading them. I will tell you where I got them, and, you know, if I remember, like, most of these were free. All of them I got on a really, well, not all of them, a good chunk of them I got on a really good deal. The bulk of what takes up this book haul is 12 books that I got on an amazing deal. So I will talk about that when I get to them. But yeah, so keep that in mind. I am holding some books off because I didn't want to make this video super duper long. But let's jump right in and get started. So I'm going to obviously show you guys a picture of the book. I'm going to tell you sort of kind of what it's about in a way of like what the genre is and stuff like that. And we'll go from there. So the first book I want to talk about is Chance Encounter, and this is by S.J. McCoy. This is the first book in a series, I believe. For a few days, I had been seeing this book being advertised at the bottom of the BookBub emails that I get every day. And it was appealing to me. It's a cowboy. And I clicked on it, and I read the back, and I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. It's about, you know, like second chance love and all that stuff. So I ended up picking it up. Well, S.J. McCoy is a new-to-me author, so I looked at their backlist, and they had another book, the first in a series, a summer series, like Summer Love, I think it's called. And that first book was free for the Kindle. So I picked that up, and that one is called Love Like You've Never Been Hurt, again by S.J. McCoy. So those are the first 2 books that I bought. Next up is The Light in Summer by Mary McNear. I talked about this book and the next book in my, I think it was my June pre-orders video, because both of these books just came out at the end of June, and I have them on pre-order, so that's why I'm including them in this book haul. So again, this is a summer romance. I love that cover. I love that cover. The second one, and speaking of loving covers and covers with dogs on them, is Lost and Found by Jill Shalvis. Oh, the amazing Jill Shalvis. You know, as soon as I saw this book come up, that it had to go on pre-order, and I was so thrilled to finally get to add it to my library. It looks like it's going to be such a great contemporary summer read. So, the next book, I believe was a Kindle Daily Deal, or I saw it on BookBub, or something like that. This is a book that had been on my radar quite some time ago, and I think I heard a podcast talking about it, maybe. It was the Trashy Books podcast, I think. And it's called Everything for Her by Alexa Riley. It's like a millionaire's kind of contemporary romance. And it sounded really good, but I think at the time it was like $8 or $9 for the Kindle. And I'm like, author I'm really not too sure about. I don't like kind of dropping that money if I don't have to. And, you know, usually with ebooks, if you just wait, you can usually get it on a really good deal. And I did. I'm pretty sure I paid like 99 cents or $2 for this or something. But again, Billionaire Romance or Millionaire Romance sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So the next 12 books I'm going to run through rather quickly, or as quickly as I can. All of these books I bought off of the Harlequin website. And the reason is a couple months ago, I think in May, you guys may have remembered me mentioning that I didn't get my subscription box, like my special edition subscription, till like middle of the month because there was a technical error with their website. And that was fine. Stuff happens. I eventually got it and life was good. A couple weeks ago, like at the beginning or mid-June, they sent me an email with a thank you coupon for $10 off my next order, you know, as an apology for, you know, the error that occurred, which they absolutely didn't have to do, but thank you anyway, Harlequin. I really appreciate it. Well, I went on their website the one day and they were having if you bought, you know, 2 books, you got 10% off. If you bought 4 books, you got 20% off, and up to, you know, whatever. And I ended up buying, if it was 6 or more books, I think it was 30% off. So I had 12 books in my cart that I was trying to decide whether I wanted to purchase them or not. Because really, even, you know, I could have grabbed them for free because I have enough points. But, you know, every now and then I do like to support and buy. And they were all new releases. Like, I picked one book from each of the categories that either came out in May or June, and I added it to my cart. And, you know, like I said, 12 books was a little bit expensive. So I ended up kind of letting them kind of sit there and marinate. Well, then this sale came up, so I immediately applied the coupon code, and it dropped the price quite significantly. And then I'm like, wait, I also have a $10 off coupon. I attached the coupon to it. I paid less than half price. So that was a really good deal. So I'm going to run through these rather quickly. Again, there will be links in the down bar below to every single one of these books. If any of these catch your eye, please go and check them out see if you're interested in reading them. So, starting off with the Harlequin intrigue novel, and that is Hot Zone, and that is by Elle James. It is book number 3 in the Ballistic Cowboys series. The Silhouette Special Edition book is called The Princess Problem, and it's by Teri Wilson, and it is the second book in the Drake Diamond series. This one, Millionaire Romance, I think, and those are always a lot of fun. Speaking of billionaires, the Harlequin romance book is The Billionaire of Coral Bay by Nikki Logan, and this is the first book in the Romantic Getaways series. From Harlequin Super Romance, I just love this cover, Unexpected Attraction by Stella Maclean. I was speaking in my June wrap-up about the Red Dirt Royalty series by Silver James. I ended up grabbing book number 4, which is Redeemed by the Cowgirl, again by Silver James, and I'm really looking forward to getting to this one. The Western Romance series, Made for the Rancher, by Rebecca Winters. This is the Sapphire Mountains Cowboy series. It does not list a number on Goodreads, but I can always check Fiction Database and find out what number it is in the series. From the Romantic Suspense line, Killer Cowboy by Carla Cassidy. The love-inspired line is The Single Mom's Second Chance by Jessica Keller. Again, these covers are just stunning, and I'm so glad I can now put these pictures up here so you guys can see how pretty these covers actually are. Love-inspired suspense, Texas Takedown by Heather Woodhaven. The Harlequin Blaze book, you guys know how much I love these, is Easy Ride by Suzanne Ruby. The love-inspired historical is Her Cherokee Groom by Valerie Hansen. The historical novel is The Bride Lottery, The Fairfax Brides book number 2 by Tatiana March. I got, I think, the first or the third book recently in one of my my subscription boxes, and talk about a gorgeous cover. I just love the outfit that she's wearing in this cover. Because I finished Barefoot Blue Jean Night back in June, I immediately decided to pick up the second book in the series, and that is Own the Night by Debbi Rawlins. This is Made in Montana, book number 2. I'm really looking forward to getting to this one, and I'm so glad it's now on my TBR to be able to pick up. This series is just so wonderful, and I just absolutely
Another
love
BookBub daily deal was Time for Love by Marie Force.
This is a Gansett Island series, book number 9. I know Jen from Today in Jen's Library read these, and she really, really enjoyed them. And it's just a typical contemporary romance that takes place, I guess, in a small town. And it looks really fun and really summery, and I think it was 99 cents or free. How can you say no to that? And the last ebook that I want to talk about is Close Enough to Touch by Colleen Oakley. This also came out as a daily deal, I think, from the Kindle. And the cover intrigued me, so I went on and I read about it. And it sounded really interesting. It is an adult contemporary. It does say it's a romance, but I don't know how much of a romance it's going to be. It's essentially about a woman who has a medical condition that she's allergic to other people. Like, I guess if she touches other people, she gets really sick or something like that. And I guess she's lived her whole life, you know, her mother's taking care of her, and then her mother passes away. And she has to go out and, like, get a job. So obviously, whatever it is isn't going to kill her. But it still sounds really interesting and a really neat premise. Because, of course, she meets someone where she's now working, and I guess that's where the romance aspect comes in. And it sounds really good, and like I said, it was on sale for like 99 cents for the Kindle. And I thought it would be a little bit different and a lot of fun, and that cover is really, really, like, that cover just screams a great contemporary romance to me. So the last few books I want to talk about are print books, and these first 3 were given to me by my very good friend Mandy. I forgot them in my last book haul, and I do apologize again for that, Mandy. She sent me a message, she's like, you forgot some books. I'm like, oh my god, yes I did, I'm sorry. She brought these all the way for me from Vermont on her trip when they came up for another friend's wedding. And they are the Vicki Lewis Thompson series, her Nerd series. So I have Talk Nerdy to Me, Nerd in Shining Armor, and Nerds Like It Hot. I have no idea what order these go into. I will have to figure that out. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to getting to these. So thank you again, Mandy. I appreciate you you bringing these up to me. Sharing books across the land. Isn't it wonderful? And the last book that I have to show you, which is a print copy, of course. Garrett and I, my husband and I went to Chapters last weekend just for funsies. And I always like looking at the bargain table to see what's there. And this book caught my eye, and it's called Fooling Houdini. Magicians, Mentalists, Math Geeks, and the Hidden Powers of the Mind by Alex Stone. It was on for like $8. It just sounds so interesting. Like, I was kind of reading the inside cover flap, and it says, a dazzling tour through the strange and colorful world of magic and magicians, an exploration that probes the science of deception, the limits of consciousness, and the mysteries of the human mind. Like, it just sounds really, really good. I have no idea what the ratings are like on this on Goodreads. I have not looked it up, but I love magic. I think magic is totally interesting. David Copperfield, you know, Penn and Teller. It's really, really, David Blaine, you know, yeah, but I mean, I just think this one's going to be so fun, and it was on the bargain, like, table, like I said, so you cannot go wrong with a bargain book. I am really looking forward to this one. Sorry, I cannot talk today. Anyway, guys, that's it for my book haul. I hope it wasn't insanely long. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, links in the description box below to every book that I talked about, as well as links where you can find me on all social media. I need to slow down talking. Sorry, I'm hungry and it's almost dinner time. And I think we're having pizza, so I'm just like, pizza. Also, sorry, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please do subscribe. As you can tell, I try not to heavily edit these videos. What you see is what you get. What I do end up editing out of these videos is just blank when I'm kind of like reading the back of the book before I talk to you guys. So, yeah. What you see is what you get in my videos, guys, and I hope you enjoy them. Anyway, until my next one, everybody, take care and happy reading. Bye.